The Joyful Necessity of Catching Our Breath, November 26, 2024. It hit me recently that I had lost any ability to be still and silent. 2 minutes after getting out of bed in the morning, I'd have a podcast on as I made my coffee. Then the day started. Gym, breakfast with the wife and kids, work, lunch, work, dinner, grab the phone, look at social media, put the kids to bed, grab the phone and return some messages, handle one or two chores with a podcast in my ears, then go to bed. In the brief moments in which I'd read my Bible or stopped to pray, the pull of the phone, some task undone, some message unreturned, some project on the back burner, whatever else would crowd my thoughts the entire time. My attention span was fried, and my ability to hear an original thought or meditate on something for more than 10 seconds before scrolling on to the next thing had all but disappeared. It's like a self-made cage in which any spare thought is boxed in by the wall of distraction that prevents the brain from wandering any further. And when the days go by without ever taking a breath and giving thanks, they create weeks, months, and even years in which we never stop and take a second to look around at God's goodness and appreciate the lives we've been given. That's why holidays matter. There's a reason Israel's Leviticus-mandated calendar was filled with Sabbaths, feasts, and festivals. They were a hard-working people, but from creation, God had the wisdom to teach them that there's a time for rest and reconnection too. He gave them regular, major holidays to take breaks from work and commune with Him and with each other, but He also gave them the weekly Sabbath. We can take from this that we should gladly take every bit of joy we can and get out of our holidays, but also make time for regular rest and reflection in normal day-to-day life. These days off, both big and small, were built into life to remind them of the good God had done for them and His love for them, and they were to use the opportunities to give thanks for those blessings. Ingratitude is where sin sets in, Romans 1:21, but thankfulness soothes our anxiety, Philippians 4:6, by giving us Christ's peace and the Word working on our hearts, Colossians 3:15-17. The key, though, is to take the time to stop. The ungrateful 9 lepers of Luke 17 didn't seem to have some defiant streak like some kind of modern atheist. Presumably, they just had business to tend to, showing themselves to the priest and a long-awaited reunion with their loved ones, and so they didn't come back to thank the Savior. The one thankful man was in the right, though. The things that seem so pressing can wait a few minutes. First, we return to Jesus and give thanks. Boy, do I need that lesson sometimes. With Thanksgiving, Christmas, the New Year, and all of the hustle and bustle of the holiday season coming in rapid succession starting this week, let them be a reminder to stop and take a breath every now and then. I'm fairly certain I'm not alone in struggling to tune out the noise and connect with God each day. But I think we have an opportunity with these holidays to pursue a bit of a reset by using the big pauses to remind ourselves of the importance of taking the little pauses. I'll be putting my work aside and my phone down as much as possible the next few days to take time for family, to open the Word, and to give thanks to God. And I aim to build on that by continuing to take a breath from life's pressing matters, notice God's goodness in my life, and expressing gratitude to Him daily. Thanks for listening. Join the email list at jackwilkie.co to get all the latest, and subscribe to the Church Reset podcast feed on whatever podcast app you use, or even YouTube, to get audio editions of all the articles and videos delivered straight to your phone. To become a supporting listener, again go to jackwilkie.co, where you can become a monthly or annual supporter. If you enjoyed this article, one of the best ways to support my work is by sharing it with others, whether via the podcast feed or by sharing the link via email or social media from the site jackwilkie.co. Thanks again.